Mordred was grievously wounded. The core of the sun had pierced his body and dealt significant damage to his supposedly indestructible flesh. His eyes bore into Ghana with an intense hatred.
I will not underestimate any of you any longer. I will show no mercy.
Even at my best, I only managed to send a weak arrow of the sun to him, and that was a very weak arrow of the sun.
Mordred adopted a combat stance as if preparing to deliver a long-range punch. For the first time, his intense aura manifested visually. Despite the constraints of the scrolls, Mordred aimed to employ his aura to breach the barrier.
Archer.
Archer conjured 10 layers of the Roaya's barrier, giving his all in this pivotal moment. Out of nowhere, a colossal arm materialized right in front of Emiya, striking Roaya's with such force that the barrier was obliterated in an instant. The realm, resembling a Windows XP desktop background, briefly crumbled due to Ciro's faltering concentration. In that fleeting moment of lost focus, Mordred, who also possessed the powers of Shaitan, activated his abilities. Every servant witnessed their heart's deepest desires. Whispers of answers filled their minds as if the very essence of their longings was laid bare before them. Illusions gave way to reality, and reality itself transformed into their fondest wishes. The weaker among them succumbed to their own yearnings, while the strong exercised mastery over their desires. While everyone is stunned by what they witness within their illusion, Mordred closes the gap and readies his deadly punch toward Ghana. Then, in an instant, a barrage of countless daggers and swords were flung towards Mordred, propelled by a string trap, halting Mordred in his tracks. It was Hassan and Ilya. Some of the weapons he uses are remnants of Gilgamesh's treasury.
Why are you not affected by my power?
My only wish was to rid myself of that accursed arm, and you've just devoured my sins. I desire nothing more. Your whispers hold no sway over me.
Amidst the chaos, Medusa valiantly uses her chain and wraps it around Mordred's neck. She pulls Mordred away from the group, and with her Pegasus, she drags Mordred away. Although Mordred attempts to grab her and the Pegasus, Medusa's strength prevails, sending them crashing to the side.
Rider.
Out of nowhere, Artoria lets out a scream of agony, as if she is being burned alive.
Father, what's happening to you?
A dark energy envelops Artoria, and her once pure attire transforms into a sinister shade.
No, she's corrupted. Saber, come back, Saber. Take her away from the crowds.
Lancer, take her away from the others.
Skaha quickly acts, grabbing Artoria and flying away while Mordred follows them. Just as Artoria seems about to fall, her transformation into Saber Alter is complete. She glares at Skaha in the most annoyed way and unleashes a dark energy beam, but Skaha skillfully evades it, preparing herself for the battle ahead.
Saber, remember our goal. My goal is the Holy Grail. I will restore my kingdom, and no one will take that from me.
From afar, Skaha and Saber Alter could hear Mordred's anguished screams.
Father.
Mordred lunged forward with her mana burst, swiftly closing the gap between her and Saber Alter. However, Saber Alter skillfully blocked Mordred's attack, and the two engaged in a fierce battle, resulting in a flurry of sword clashes that seemed unable to harm either of them.
Lancer, go assist Rider. She needs your help. Be careful.
Skaha quickly moved to aid Rider in her battle with Mordred.
Did you hear that, Father? Lancer just told you to be careful. Yes, I heard that. She warned me to be careful not to produce a useless cheap clone of mine in the future.
Meanwhile, the scene shifted to the group near the portal, still waiting for the next plan.
Should I create another barrier? No, support Rider. Gilgamesh, Emiya, and Medea attack from a distance. Berserker and Big Sister Fraga assist Rider in melee range. Big Sister Fraga, do you still have the Resurrection Rune?
I do, and let me assist her at once. Berserker.
Berserker leapt to Rider's side, Bazit running towards Rider and joining her in the battle against Mordred. Skaha also joined in to lend her aid.
I'm wounded, but thanks to Rin, I can still fight. I'll cover your.
Suddenly, Soichiro was attacked from behind by John Alter, who had sneaked up on the group. However, Emiya managed to stop John Alter's attack with his dual daggers, and Kirei grabbed the sword with his hand, with Hassan providing support by blocking it with a dagger.
Mr. Soichiro. Humans are such troublesome creatures. You should have been more vigilant.
In anger, Ghana quickly pushed himself and dashed forward at such speed. He is utilizing the Fajin technique directly into John Alter's face. John Alter was thrown backward. She received a direct hit from Ghana.
How did she escape the perfect infinity? Gilgamesh, Hassan, take her outside the portal. Stop ordering me around, mongrel.
Using his chain, Gilgamesh pulled John Alter outside the portal, with Hassan following closely.
Teacher, your back is bleeding.
Mr. Soichiro, are you okay? Ghana, don't you have a scroll to heal him?
I do, but...
Don't be ridiculous. Using that scroll will result in his death. He is already dying. But Mr. Soichiro.
Struggling to stand firmly and breathe heavily, Soichiro assured Medea that he was all right.
I'm okay.
I can heal him. The wounds are deep, but I can at least reduce the pain and stop the bleeding. Hurry, Mr. Soichiro is bleeding heavily.
Rin began to heal Soichiro's back, while Soichiro did his best to focus on the scroll, determined not to lose consciousness.
I will be helping outside the portal.
Are you kidding me? You can't use magic. What can you do?
One does not need magic to offer aid in times of need. Kirei, take this.
Ghana hands Kirei a red parchment scroll, the perfect infinity.
Be cautious when using it. Do not touch yourself or anyone unintended. Just a single touch on Jalter will suffice. Intent only to stop her. Are you sure it won't harm you if I use this? I am not that weak. I can endure at least 2 more scroll usage. Then I shall use it to ensure our victory.
With determination, Kirei departs the realm to assist Gilgamesh and Hassan against John Alter. Emiya supports from afar with his bow, and everyone fiercely battles Mordred. Despite Mordred's heavy injuries, he remains strong and agile.
Archer, be ready to use your barrier at any moment.
I understand.
Suddenly, Ghana is struck by an intense pain, coughing up more blood. His body feels like it's burning up, and he falls to his knees, crying bloody tears from the agony.
Senpai. Kirei is already using the scroll.
Save him.
But Mr. Soichiro, your wounds.
My worst scenario is passed out, but him? He could die. Tasaka, save him.
I'm on it.
Rin tries to touch Ghana, but her finger gets burned from his scorching heat body.
His temperature is unbelievably high.
Looking at Sakura, Rin notices Sakura's shoulder covered in wounds from supporting Ghana all this time. Realizing that Ghana's body has been overheating all along.
I won't let you die, Ghana.
Rin begins to heal him, but Ghana still worries about the aftermath.
Medea, if I die, and all of you defeat the Jinn. Stab the soul.
Stop talking. Focus on recovering. Senpai, please don't leave us.
Outside the Jinn's realm, the situation was intense.
Who? Where's the one sniping me from afar?
John Alter was locked in a perilous battle against a distant sniper and the servants who confronted her. She maneuvered skillfully, using the surrounding dust to create a smokescreen and shield herself from the relentless shots fired by the military unit.
There's barely any opening. King of Heroes, can't you do something? I've nearly depleted all my resources battling that Jinn. One touch. That's all I need.
Come on. 3 against 1. Don't be bashful.
Abruptly, a bombardment erupted near John Alter, causing her to stumble.
What the? Who is that?
Out of the dust and smoke, a massive, tank-like war machine appeared before John Alter. A commanding figure stood atop it, gazing down at her with an air of challenge.
Do not falter, soldiers, I will lead you to victory. My name is Yan Sishka, a Rider-class servant summoned by the American government long ago through the Manhattan Project. I ask of you, Avenger. Are you my enemy?